Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, I'm happy to have you mastering Sociology CAPE Paper 2 is what we'll be discussing today. And I hope you guys are well prepared. Right. So we're going into the exam and we want to ensure that we know what we're doing and we want to ensure that we are well prepared. Now, the first thing you need to do to master your essays, your sociology essays, is to know your syllabus. Your syllabus is the key to mastering your sociology essays. Know what is it CXC requires of you. I always tell my students CXC tells you exactly what they're marking for. CXC shows you how to get your grade 1, but you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. Now, in your syllabus, there is a mark scheme, and what you need to study the mark scheme that CXC gave to you. So your syllabus has a mark scheme that clearly outlines what is it that they are marking for. So it's not an unfair game. It is there and they have showed it to you. But you need to pay attention now. I just want you to go and get your syllabus or just pop it up on your screen right now and go through it with me. Very important. This is the mark scheme that CAPE uses to grade you for your sociology CAPE essay paper. It is right there in your syllabus, right? Now, this is the holistic mark scheme, and there's another slide that I'll show you with some other clarity. You're graded from three categories and three fair categories: knowledge and understanding, interpretation and application, analysis and evaluation. Now, for knowledge and understanding, it's 8 marks. Interpretation and application, 10 marks. Analysis and evaluation, 7 marks. You must have factual understanding of the question that the examiner is asking you to write about. You cannot enter the exam with bare knowledge or what you learned in social studies CSEC. You have to ensure that you read your CAPE textbooks and you follow through with your syllabus. Ensure that you understand basic concepts and you're able to define basic terms. The question might not ask you to define a term, but it does not mean that you're not asked to give a definition. Your understanding of what the examiner is asking you is going to be very important when they're marking you. I tell my students that when you get your paper, read the instruction, but more importantly, read the questions several times. You are expected to organize your essays in such a way that it shows that you have understanding of what the question is asking. And then we move on to application and interpretation. After you interpret such question, you must be able to apply. You must be able to apply all your sociological theories. Make reference to what you would have learned in class. Make reference to what you would have read. Making reference and applying them will show the examiner that you paid attention in class, you understand what they're asking you to write about, you have interpret properly, and you are ready to basically show off your knowledge. All right, so you're showing off your knowledge here. Apply necessary theories. Do not apply what does not relate to what you're writing here. It must be relevant and be clear in your application. Study at least 3 points of each theory, sociological theory, or theoretical perspective that you would have studied. And even though you have studied the theory, There are also parts of the theory. There are also parts of the theory that might be contradicting. So, even though you're saying that Marxist theory stated this and this and this, you can also say, even though this was stated, I disagree, or there is an error, or I found the theory to lack such and such. Right. Now, analysis and evaluation. Right. So, analysis and evaluation, again, you need to give sociological reference. Now, this is where you are going to look at the question and say, even though Marxists put forward these, in today's society, there are social actions that contradict this theory. For example, so it's like you have given the point, but no, you're saying that we can oppose this point. No, that's a good way of analyzing. Analysis also comes in your conclusion. Analysis is your ability to properly put together and conclude the essay that you're writing by summarizing your main points, and then you can now state that this is what the theories put forward. This is what the question is asking you to detail. All right. Now, there is another breakdown into this, and we're going to look at it. Again, cannot say it enough. Study your mark. Study your mark scheme. It is going to help you to get a good grade on your Sociology CAPE paper 2, the essay paper. Now, this is a further breakdown, explanation of the qualities to be assessed or the criteria to be assessed. We're going to read through them together. And so you can get a better understanding. If at the end of this video, this is not clear enough, type in the comment section, can you do a more in-depth video on how I can structure my essay to get good grades for each criteria on the mark scheme. Of course, there's going to be a part 2. Again, for knowledge and understanding, the maximum marks is 8 marks. The extent to which the response shows evidence that the candidate knows, recalls, or understands information. Consider aspects such as accuracy of factual information, definition of important sociological terms, familiarity with essential concepts, and the use of the language, jargon of the discipline. We know that sociology have its own language, and it's the language that we study that makes it so different from other disciplines. You have to delve into the content of sociology and then put forward whatever you recall or whatever you know right here. All right. And then we have interpretation and application, maximum marks, 10 marks. The extent to which the response shows evidence that the candidate accurately interprets and elaborates on the information as well as displays the sociological imagination. Consider also how the candidate supports explanations with relevance and appropriate examples, research information, references to the Caribbean context, and this has to do with data, information that you would have studied. So it's not just theory, it has to do with data, comparison of data of different Caribbean countries, and so on and so forth. And with references to authorities in the discipline. So you make reference to all the theories that would have contributed to the discipline. Also, the extent to which the candidate shows the relevance of sociological ideas, theories, perspective, and research findings to the Caribbean situation. So that is interpretation and application. And if I'm reading too fast, just slow down or rewatch the video. Analysis and evaluation, maximum 7 marks. And we said that 8, 10, 7. At the end of the day, your essay will be graded out of 25. And that's 25 marks for each essay. Okay, let's go. The extent to which the candidate provides clear, relevant, and appropriate explanations and analysis. Consider the overall coherence of the response. Consider the following. Does the candidate clearly state conclusions? Are the conclusions logical? Does the candidate support conclusions with relevant information and facts, references to appropriate authorities, logical argument? Argument or stating your point, expressing yourself is also very important when writing your essay. I hope this video was very helpful to you. If you like what I explained here, please like, share, subscribe, and also click the notification button so whenever I post, you will know. The next video will be part 2, how to structure a sociologic essay. We want to look at the different parts of an essay and how you structure it. For now, this is what I have to present to you. As I said, like, share, subscribe, click your notification, share with a friend, and grow the channel. See you next time.